Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 5th episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Project, a project where I'm trying to make a playable deck for every character that has ever made an appearance in Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. The decks are going to be constructed according to these 6 on-screen rules. In this unexpected episode, we are taking a look at Specter and his Sunavalon deck. I originally did not plan to make this episode, but since Sunavalon archetype was released yesterday in Ghosts of the Past, I figured out that today is a perfect opportunity to make an episode about Specter. Specter is a Brains character who has been involved in lost accident, which left him, let's say, a bit emotionally damaged. And according to all knowing Wikipedia, is his antisocial behavior, along with his twisted, manipulative and sadistic nature and downright disengagement with the human race, shows he's at core a sociopathic misanthrope. But in the later seasons, he shows more signs of not being a total psychopath and actually displays some humane traits. His personality and his life story are nicely discussed by the Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel, and I'll link that video in the comments below. In the anime, he plays Sunvine or Sunseed or Sunavalon deck, a deck which is based on tricks. This deck was first released in Selection 10 in the OCG and in Ghosts of the Past in the TCG. This is one of the only archetypes I know that rely on low-level normal monster to make plays, and this is what I love the most about this deck, besides the artwork of the monsters. The deck is focused on link summoning with negate effects as the main mechanism of crippling opponent and insane attack values to OTK our opponent. I must say that this is a really strong deck and probably the best one I have featured so far on this channel. Before we go to the decklist, I have to say that I really like this deck and I will build it in real life as soon as I recover financially from building that Arcana Force deck. To start off with a deck profile, we're playing one Angel Trumpeter for synchro plays, but as soon as all other archetype cards will be released, you can swap it for 1 copy of Sunvine Crossbreed if you want more link focused deck. Then 3 copies of Sunseed Genius Loki, which is the most essential monster of the deck. 3 Rescue Rabbits to summon Sunseed Genius Loki, 3 Lone Fire Blossoms to summon any plant monster from the main deck, 2 Sunseed Twins for recovery, 3 copies of the best main deck monster, Sunseed Shadow, which opens so many plays when it is in the graveyard or in the hand, then 3 copies of Unexpected Die to summon normal monsters, 1 for 1 to summon Loki or Shadow, 3 Where Are Dao to search Sunseed Shadow, 2 pots of Avarice for recovery, 1 card distraction to fill our graveyard and to get rid of dead hands, 1 Foolish to send whatever you need into the graveyard, 1 Monster Reborn to reborn anything, 1 Called by the Grave to stop our opponent, or if you want to play deck extra pure, swap it for 1 Sunvine Maiden, 3 Sunvine Shrines to Monster Reborn Genius Loki or Trumpeter, and to recycle continuous reps, but when the OCG cards are released, if you still want to play synchro version of the deck, just swap one of these for 1 copy of Sunvine Breed and keep playing the Trumpeter. 3 Crackdowns to steal our opponent's monster, 2 Fiendish Chains because they are continuous traps and they negate effects, then 3 copies of Sunavalon Bloom, which is an incredible trap as it can boost the attack insanely or negate all effects of opponent's monsters, but you can substitute 1 copy of it for Rivalry of the Warlords to add another potential locking mechanism to the deck, and 1 Imperial Order to negate opponent's spells. Then for the extra deck, 1 Queen of Thorns to lock our opponent and because she looks very pretty, 1 Naturi Beast to negate them spells, 1 Sylvan Princess Sprite to draw spells or traps if you happen to run out of other options. You can replace the Queen and the Princess with Sunavalon Melias and Sunavalon Daphne when they are released in the TCG. Then 1 Sunavalon the Big 3, which is amazing as it can search Bloom and pop opponent's monsters and also has really decent protection. 1 Sunavalon a bit smaller 3, which is mostly used to link climb to the boss monster. Then the Nightmare Toolbox, which if you want to play extra pure can be swapped for 1 Sunvine Garna and 1 Sunvine Healer. Then 2 copies of Link to 3 monster to link climb, 3 copies of Sunvine Thrasher to Goya Guardian our opponent's monsters, and finally 3 copies of Small 3 to start our plays with the search of Sunvine Shrine. And that's about it for the deck. So let's see the deck in action. Please use these deck lists responsibly, as it may cause some headaches, flipped tables, or smashed keyboards. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I will do one of these lists once a week if possible for starters. Please leave a comment and tell me which character should I do next. Cheers!